Previously on Be Strong, Be Naked.
I've biked across the U.S. once. Where did we go from, Margie?
We went from Bar Harbor, Maine to Seattle, Washington.
With who?
With Bike the U.S. for MS.
I also biked across the country from Baltimore over to San Francisco.
Publix Ocala. It has
supermarket.
It was the hottest you've ever
Actually,
seen.
Playboy rated that Publix supermarket the #1 supermarket in America to pick up chicks.
So you're at the Sunset Bar. You can take that with you. Little memorabilia.
Now I'm in the Sunset Bar.
Tallahassee, Florida.
존스보로로 이제 가고 있는데 한 존스보로에서 한 30마일 떨어진 곳에서 이 타이어 튜브가 이제 펑크가 났는데 그때가 한 저녁 8시쯤 됐었는데 정말로 불빛 하나도 없고 또 정말로 엄청난 트럭들이랑 이 차들이 이렇게 쌩쌩 달리는 도로 옆에 갓길도 없어가지고 정말로 위험하게 이제 튜브를 갈고 있는데 그때 이제 이 짐이 가족들이랑 땡스기빙 저녁 식사를 하러 가는 길이었는데 지나가는 길에 이제 차를 서서 이제 저를 도와준 거죠. 그렇게 돼서 이제 할아버지가 이제 저를 이제 저녁 식사에도 초대해 주시고 그러면서 이제 숙박도 제공해 주시고 아주 좋은 얘기도 많이 해 주시고 아마 짐이 그 차를 세우지 않았으면 밤새도록 괴로운 상황이 발생하지 않았을까. That's what's put them out.
Grandma's house we go.
Grandma's house we go. And it's literally 49. Oh, that's long.
That's just what you're supposed to say.
Oh, okay.
This will do. That's just what you're supposed to say. I'll let him pray. Yes.
We take down the timber and level it and make farmland.
Ah.
My name is Jim Gillis and raised on the farm by a Christian mom and dad. I was a very good mechanic. Tried to always be the best of the best, but never had a thought about ever being in business for myself. Didn't like school, all I knew was work. But Dad taught us how to work and how to be honest. And my first 5 years I struggled so hard. I worked long hours, 6 days a week, and I didn't have any time to spend with my wife or my family trying to pay the bills. Thought by age 30 I could be retired. At age 30 I was barely paying my bills and broke. I didn't know what God wanted me to do, but at that point in my life I said, Lord, I give up. And if you give me one more day, I want to live for you. If you want me to sell the truck shop, it's gone. I'm not going to worry about no more. But God wanted to use me there in my business. And so He blessed the business. In a matter of 7 years, I could have retired. I moved, I put in a bigger shop, and it got so busy, I decided that, Lord, if it's your will, I want to sell this business. I said a prayer on a Saturday, I had a buyer on a Tuesday. So I sold the business, and then I ended up starting a construction company. And now I've got somewhere around 30, 35 employees, and God has still continued to bless. I have been able to reach many people for Jesus, and I find that God wants to use us wherever we're at in life, but we've got to depend on Him and not self. My wife has always supported me in every adventure I've took. I went through the 5-year mark, still broke, barely paying my bills, and I wanted to quit. And I looked at, I thought, well, I'll try one more year. But got married at age 19, got a daughter named Lori Beth, and a great son-in-law and a grandson named Trey, who is 4 years old. My goal this year, I told the boys and my upper management that if we was the most successful business in Jonesboro and failed to tell our employees about Jesus, we would be a failure. And so this year I've set a goal to reach all my employees for Jesus. That is the success of my life, and success of Jonesboro is good Christian businessmen seeking God's guidance in their life.
He wants to go all the way to Fargo and then cut back across the Rockies to Texas.
Holy cow. That's a long.
It's a big mountains.
It's some real big mountains.
Real big mountains.
Maybe one mountain a day.
Mountain a day.
I want you to be careful. It's going to be cold and dangerous. I know this is something you want to do, but God has brought you this far, watched over you. He has a purpose for your life, and I want you to be careful and not let your desires get in front of His will. And I'm going to pray for you. I want you to pray for wisdom and God lead and guide you, but understand that you can lose your life after trying to do something that you think is important. But just be careful. Be careful, my friend.
나쁜 놈이구나. 몬스터지. 나쁜 놈. 대답도 안 해. 임마 형아가 임마 말을 걸면 대답을 해야 될 거 아니야. 응? 꼬박꼬박 말대꾸도 안 하고. 꼬박꼬박 말대꾸 좀 해봐. 대답 좀 해 임마. 대답 좀 해봐.